What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today's going to be a what sold video. What sold for me recently on eBay and Poshmark. I'm going to go with the 10 items again. I think for the time being, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 10 items that sold, combination of eBay and Poshmark. At some point, I would kind of like to get back to just the regular order pulls. I have got a good amount of sales going on already that I'm, already getting ready for the next what sold video beginning of next week. So sales are picking up, so we might get back into the regular order pulls, which I kind of enjoy. And I think it probably makes a little bit better content, but either way, you're getting an idea of what sold for me recently. I'm going to give you a weather update too while we're at it. Snow is gone. So you can see it's a little bit maybe frosty in the grass. It's a little, kind of looks maybe like a little wet where just basically the frost is now melting from overnight. Snow is completely gone. It's been a lot warmer the last couple of days, warm enough to melt the snow. Hopefully we don't see any more snow until closer to Christmas, in my opinion, but probably won't be that lucky. Yeah, also nice that the snow's gone because there's a lot of outside stuff that I didn't get done before there was snow. Like put away, lawn furniture and some of that stuff. I think I still have my Halloween pumpkins and maybe a few decorations outside as well. So hopefully clean some of that stuff up this weekend and get ready for actual winter. That fake winter is scary though because, hopefully, I was hoping it didn't stick around. But when you looked at the extended forecast, it obviously looked like it was going to warm up a bit. Yeah, so weather updates. We're going to talk about what's sold on eBay. The other thing, let's talk briefly about promoted listings. There's been a big change that's going to be coming up in January for promoted listings. I currently promote anywhere from like 2 to 5% depending on items. So in the past and currently promoted listings work like this. You only have to pay that promotion fee if it actually sells by somebody clicking and checking out via your promotion, which is, through eBay. They're going to change that to if somebody clicks on your item, even if they don't buy it, but then somebody else buys it after that, you're going to get charged that promoted fee. So it's definitely sort of like a gouge for eBay to grab more money. So now instead, if you promote at all, chances are you are going to get, you're going to have to pay the promoted fee, okay? A lot of people, I think, when you promote your item, expect that you might have to, but you're also expecting that it's going to sell via promotion. So that is going to be something that changes in the future. I have heard some people kind of say that they're going to try to boycott it and maybe not promote. There's lots of people who don't promote already. I don't know. I haven't really put enough thought into it yet. I feel like a lot of times when I do promote, I already have the mindset that I'm willing to pay the promoted fee. At the same time, when I look back, there's lots of stuff that sold without promotion that was promoted. So it is definitely somewhat of a money grab from eBay. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about the new promoted setup. Obviously, I don't think there are going to be too many people who are fans of it. It's just more money in eBay's pockets that they're taking directly from us, the sellers. So not great, but it is something that looks like it's going to happen this January. So let me get set up here and let's talk about some stuff that sold recently. Kicking it off with some Poshmark sales. This is a vintage Cincinnati Bengals Ken Anderson jersey. Now it's just suggested. It's the player based on the era of the jersey and the number in the jersey. It is a Saks athletics jersey, size small. That really kind of hurts the jersey a little bit, but it is a nice vintage jersey otherwise. We wound up getting $34 for this jersey. I'm sure at some point I was trying to get 50 plus. Had this one a really long time, like a couple of years, maybe a year and a half or something. Probably in one of the first bigger jersey buys I bought from this particular Goodwill Bins friend, and just moving this one out eventually, okay? So $34 for this one. Next, a vintage Eddie Bauer Nordic style sweater. This is 100% pure wool. I think I had two of them. I have one that's a wool blend, maybe 80% wool. This one is 100% pure wool, vintage Eddie Bauer. $35 on this one. I probably gave him about $10 for the sweater, so not too bad. Not making a killing, but these sweaters, they always sell. Some of the better ones. Eddie Bauer is typically a pretty good brand, but I'm giving somebody a deal also a little bit, but some of the ones like the Hudson Bay Company ones, trying to think of another really good brand. I just can't think. Like Hudson Bay is definitely good though for anything wool. Eddie Bauer is pretty good, not as good as it maybe used to be, but still happy. $35 sale. Okay, we're gonna move over to eBay here. Vintage Edmonton Oilers jersey. Once again, the size really kills this one, size small. All jerseys will sell eventually, but youth jerseys, smaller jerseys sell for less money. If this jersey was a large, extra large, maybe even medium, but large, extra large for sure. Probably would have got closer to 50, maybe $60 for this one. This one, I think I was running a sale and probably accepted an offer as well. This one does say sold via promoted listings. $35.99. I probably gave him about $10. One of my buddies, $10 for this. A lot of times jerseys I'll buy from Goodwill Bins friends, from thrift stores, from antique, a particular antique mall that I go to that is actually a friend from the Goodwill Bins. So you can see the connection with the Goodwill Bins is a lot of the jerseys typically wind up coming from there. Next, we're got to go way down on this list. I wrote it out of order. My apologies. 1993 Blue Jays Canada Post Victory Seal. So these are stamps. I wound up getting $10 plus shipping for these stamps. I think I've charged about $6 for shipping, which would be like my video game tracking technically. This came from that $1,500 buy. So like I said, when I bought that, there's a lot of like 10, 15, 20, $25 items in that. This is sort of like something that would definitely sell, this Blue Jays 93 seal set, but it's not worth a lot of money. But still, you know, that's how we're going to get the money out of that sale for sure. Next, vintage Russian nesting dolls. I think I picked this up at my local Goodwill. Probably paid about $6, $7 for it, I think. I could have got it at a yard sale. I've had this for a while as well. I remember showing this on Scott's Sunday night show that doesn't exist anymore, but was the one with Beaver Time and all that fun stuff. So I remember showing it on there. I thought at the time I might be able to get $80 for it. I wound up getting $50 for it plus shipping. This one, not through promoted listings, so there's the difference there, right? So the last jersey was via promoted listings. This one was not promoted listings, so there'd be no fee on that. But with the new promoted listings, if somebody had clicked on this through promoted listings, didn't sell, but then sold to this person, you would still be charged to promoted. Maybe that helps make it a little bit more clear. It is annoying though that it's going to change to that. So $50 on those Russian nesting dolls. Next, another Christmas ball. This is a vintage Noma collectible Montreal Canadiens 1993 Christmas ornament, $19.99. That's what it listed for. That's what it sold. Most of these have been selling for that $19.99 that I had them listed for. Happy about that. Pardon me again. This also, the bulb did also come from the big $1,500 buy, which is cool because I'm getting that stuff listed and it is the stuff we're seeing sell, which makes a lot of sense as well. A couple hockey card sets here, which are also from, you guessed it, that $1,500 buy. First one is a 1992-1993 OPC hockey set. This one appears to be 1 through 396. Got $28 plus shipping on this set. Next set is a 1991-1992 Pro Set Hockey. This one includes Dominic Hasek rookie card. This is series 1 and series 2, so card 1 through 312. So probably set 1 was to 1 to 300 and something, and then the final set's another 300, right? That one, $29.99 is what we got for that set. Another Christmas bulb selling here. This one's Toronto Raptors, 1994 Raptors glass Christmas ball in original box. Rare. I don't know how rare it really is, but you know, there's only a few listed, and I think the listing that I pulled this from claimed that it was rare, so we went with that. $15 I got for this one. So it was listed for the $19.99. $15 is what we got. Last item here, number 10, is another hockey set, 1990-1991 OPC Premier complete hockey sets, 1 through 132, including Yager, Medano, Fedorov, and Sundin. $40 for this set. It's a set of 1 through 132, so a smaller set, better cards. $40 on this hockey set. Now I can tell you a lot of these hockey sets from that $1,500 buy will sell. Like I said, these ones here, we do have doubles, a whole bunch of doubles still from some of those sets. So as I sell those, you know, I can relist some of them. I've got a ton listed, but I have listed for the most part all the hockey sets that I have. You know, there's a chance that when I go back through these ones that maybe I missed a complete set somewhere, but a lot of these are doubles or not complete sets, and that's why they were set aside. I have started listing some other stuff from that buy. I started digging through, found some coin sets, found much like those pencils that I showed you in the last the NHL pencils. I found a ruler set that has the East and Western Conference as well. I'll throw it up on screen. There's not a sold for the rulers, but I did list them kind of high just because there's none to compete with. Honestly, they're the only ones that I could find on eBay. Anyway, I'm sure some have sold somewhere, but on eBay they're the only ones that I could find recently. So still finding stuff from those sets. You know, I still kind of have stuff everywhere. I'm going through excuse me, a whole bunch of these little mini cups still to go through. These helmets. Somewhere in here there's also some like little mini Stanley Cup figure things. I don't know if these ones were from the beer cases or if there's something else. I haven't looked at them that closely. Lots of little small stuff to go through. Tons of stuff like, are these little pogs in this one? I haven't went through these yet. All NHL pogs. So much little stuff like that. There's some loose stuff here. These bins are empty. The shelves in the back are all still full of cards. I still have been just trying to work through all of this stuff. So that big $1,500 buy probably will bring me to the end of November. I have started sourcing just a little bit. I'm so sorry. I still have just a cough that is hanging on from this cold or whatever I've got going on. I have started sourcing a little bit. I think I sourced some shoes the other day when I was out. These are kind of neat. These are a pair of, I think they're Under Armour Stephen Curry shoes. I wound up paying $8. I think I listed them for $80. They're pretty unique. What else did I find the other day? I can't even remember. Oh, a Cheech and Chong liquid blue t-shirt from 2010. If I get it cleaned, I'll throw it up on screen. If not, I'll share it with you next time. I found some cool shoes as well, but I'm going to give them to my wife. They're a pair of Lululemon trainers. I thought I bought a men's size 9.5, but their sizing chart's a little weird. I paid $10 for them. I could sell them for about $80 to $100. But I'm going to let her have them because they're really nice shoes. But now I know if I see those shoes anywhere that they are worth good money. I didn't really know. I just kind of picked them up because they were kind of interesting. And yeah, so that's kind of neat. I didn't realize Lululemon shoes had really good value. I knew the clothing did. I wasn't sure that the shoes were, or if they were made well or anything like that, or if it was sort of I kind of thought they made shoes as a bit of a money grab, but I guess they do make some pretty nice shoes, apparently. Anyway, I do think we're going to end this one right here. If you guys do like videos like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.